Konnichiwa and welcome to episode 24 of the Leadership Japan podcast. And I am your host in Tokyo, Dr. Greg Story, president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan. And much more importantly, you are a student of leadership, highly motivated to be the best in your field. Today's topic is speak without fear. The often feared time may come when we are suddenly asked to speak without any warning. We could be pointedly asked by the senior management for our opinion at a meeting. Now, every eyeball in the room is burning into us. Everyone's staring expectantly in our direction. We may be sitting comfortably, chatting with a neighbour, and then we are told one of the guests was called away and asked if we can move to the microphone right now and deliver a toast at a wedding. Your mind goes blank, your stomach churns, your palms start sweating, your legs feel heavy. None of this is fun. Impromptu speeches for most of us are infinitely harder to make than prepared oral presentations. Abraham Lincoln is often quoted saying he could make a 3-hour speech right now, but he would need weeks of preparation for a 5-minute address to an audience. Very few of us are as good as Abe and able to get up on our feet and hold forth for 3 minutes, let alone 3 hours. We panic when we have no time to prepare, when we're forced to think on our feet. Amusingly, we sometimes read public opinion surveys where people nominate their fear of public speaking ahead of their fear of death. Well, it is not so amusing when we actually are called upon to speak and have very little to say and even less confidence about saying it. If we wish to avoid embarrassing ourselves, we should prepare for these situations. They will happen. Here are some ideas on how we can make these experiences more positive. 1. Condition yourself mentally to speak impromptu on all occasions. If you're in a meeting, keep asking yourself, what would you say if you were called upon at that specific moment? Have some possible and pertinent questions of the mental ready. There are also simple techniques or frames we can deploy. A good one is time, past, present, future. For example, this is where we used to be, this is where we are now, and this is where we need to go. Or applying a macro-micro focus can help. Talk about the overall direction, big picture, and then go into more specific micro details. 2. Get into an example immediately. There are 3 reasons for this. 1. You will free yourself at once of the necessity to think hard about your next sentence, for experiences are easily recounted, even in impromptu situations. 2. You will gain the audience's attention straight away. Finally, you will give yourself an opportunity to warm up to the subject. In your example, try to draw in people, places, and situations that will be known to your audience. This allows us to invite them into our story very quickly and easily. We've all grown up listening to bedtime stories, so storytelling itself is a long-established and effective communication tool. Number 3, speak with animation and force. Your body and mind are interconnected. Hey, no breakthrough information here. However, if you speak with energy, your external animation will have a beneficial effect upon your mental processes. It also projects enthusiasm to the listeners, which makes your speech a lot more interesting. Enthusiasm is catching. 4. Don't talk impromptu. Give an impromptu talk. Think about that, right? Don't talk impromptu. Give an impromptu talk. It is not enough just to ramble on and string together a number of unconnected events when you're suddenly called upon to talk. You must try and keep your ideas logically grouped around a central thought which is the point that you're trying to get across. Your examples should support that central idea. These simple elements will help to make you stand out in the crowd because everyone dreads being put on the spot. All around you are highly relieved people thinking, wow, I'm glad it's not me who has to get up and speak. Importantly, those who can handle impromptu speaking situations smoothly and competently will always impress. So, apply these ideas and be impressive. Thank you for joining the Leadership Japan podcast. If you would like to access more great insights and information, then go to japan.dalecarnegie.com.